What's up? Say what, it's all good, yo, y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chilling with my homies, rolling with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dizzle, word that's off the hook. Fat, it's fly, it's hizzle, just keeping it real, so don't be bugging. For shiggity, for shizzle. You say my crib just ain't all that, well I'll redecorate and bling. I'll find a fine biatch, we'll do the nasty thing. And if she starts tripping, jacked on crack, yo, acting whack, I'll just holler to my homies, I know they got my back. Now that I'm kicking it old school, on the D-Lo. What up's up? Say what, it's all good, yo, y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chilling with my homies, rolling with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dizzle, word that's off the hook. Fat, it's fly, it's hizzle, just keeping it real, so don't be bugging. For shiggity, for shizzle. Yo, up in my ride, my RZA and my Rizzle, Bentley or a Benz filled with hizzes and with hizzles. With my Superflyers, ho, I'll cruise the hood, I'll make the scene. Party chugging crystal in my Hummer limousine. Now that I'm kicking it old school, on the D-Lo. What up's up? Say what, it's all good, yo, y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chilling with my homies, rolling with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dizzle, word that's off the hook. Fat, it's fly, it's hizzle, just keeping it real, so don't be bugging. For shiggity, for shizzle. Now you know I'm representing, drop some dudes, pop some peeps. 5-0 will be 5-0, but this G thing is for keeps. If someone drive-by bust a cap, you find me bleeding out near dead. Dog, there's an upside, it'll only boost my street cred. Now that I'm kicking it old school, on the D-Lo. What up's up? Say what, it's all good, yo, y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chilling with my homies, rolling with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dizzle, word that's off the hook. Fat, it's fly, it's hizzle, just keeping it real, so don't be bugging. For shiggity, for shizzle. For shiggity, for shizzle. You know I love to say, for shizzle. Shout out to my homies, peace out, word. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Well, while it's clear that my life is heading in a direction of great wealth and glamour, there's still a lot of problems, and recently I was going to the Motor Vehicle Bureau to have my driver's license renewed, and the woman looked up at me squinting and said, "Are you still 150 pounds?" And of course, rather shamefacedly, I had to admit that the number had gotten some bit higher, that my girlish and svelte figure over that past decade had become something more substantial. And of course, I drove home thinking I should go on a water diet for the next 10 years. And I got to my mailbox and I found my pension statement. And there, of course, the numbers were much smaller than I would have liked. And I realized at that point that I really epitomized and represented the United States at large. And I realized that we'd become different than what the forefathers had experienced during their days here in the early beginnings of this country. And it occurred to me that we really needed a new national anthem. And I wrote this song. It's called Fat and Broke. Just eat much less, or you'll slim down if that's your aim. matters what you need, you'll stay the same. Consume more than you burn, why extra pounds? That's all you earn. I'm fat and broke, 'cause those are things I never learned. Fat and broke, fat and broke. Thought I was doing fine, what a joke. I lost touch, got so confused. I screwed up, got no excuse. Close my eyes, I just wanna croak. So fat and broke. I was happy, drugged and lazy. Past 10 years, hazy, shrouded in a fog of popcorn, gallon jugs of Coke. Sitting on the couch, watch TV, bought everything they tell me. Gratified, satisfied, floating on a rising tide. Now I'm mortified, terrified to end up fat and broke. You'll pile up money if you just save part of your take. Your pocket's empty if you spend each cent you make. You're bleeding red if you spend more than you earn. I'm fat and broke, 'cause those are things I never learned. Fat and broke, fat and broke. Thought I was doing fine, what a joke. I lost touch, got so confused. I screwed up, got no excuse. Close my eyes, I just wanna croak. So fat and broke. Close my eyes, I just wanna croak. You know I'm fat and broke. Thank you, thank you. When you're fat and broke, it's hard to feel great about yourself, and that puts a strain on relationships. And this is what my girlfriend said to me. You asked me to explain why we're through, why I want you out of this house, why I'm so done with you. I've got my reasons why this breakup just can't wait. You asked me why, okay, I'll elaborate. Oh, you're a loser, you're a geek, you're a pinhead, a friggin' freak. Oh, you're a jerk, a twerp, a twit, yes, a mope. You're a dweeb, a dork, a dummy, and a dope. Next to you, a tree seems smart, made stupidity and art expounding. Low grade, low brow, low what dumb ideas. Makes it seem fresh, make a month-old fish melt fresh. Children see you, they just break down in tears. God, forever, you're a loser, you're a geek, you're a pinhead, a friggin' freak. Oh, you're a jerk, a twerp, a twit, yes, a mope. You're a dweeb, a dork, a dummy, and a dope. How could I have stayed for so long, knowing you were so wrong? Brings me crying to my knees. My mind, it just goes reeling out of touch with all my feelings. Blind to your deficiencies, you're a disease. A loser, you're a geek, you're a pinhead, oh, one friggin' freak. Oh, you're a jerk, a twerp, a twit, yes, a mope. You're a dweeb, a dog, a dummy, and a dope. But no one likes your hair or anything you wear. Folks feel nauseous when they see you try and smile. Snaggletooth insane like something's rotting in your brain. You're revolting, though your friends just say you're vile. They're sympathetic, you're a loser. You're a geek. You're a pinhead. Oh, one friggin' freak. Oh, you're a jerk, a twerp, a twit, yes, a mope. You're a dweeb, a dog, a dummy, and a dope. Even optimists say there's no cause for hope. Try to hang yourself, you only scare that poor little rope. If a dumb was a word religion, you'd be oh, 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 'cause you're a dweeb, a dog, a dummy, and a dope. Thank you, thank you. You know, one thing has been disturbing me about folk circles that there are a lot of songs for the common people, songs like "We Shall Overcome," but people like the 1% get very little attention here. In fact, they get very little respect. And part of my whole social consciousness tells me that I should really be trying to serve small minorities. And of course, what is a small minority other than the 1%? And so my last CD was songs for the highly paid, and it did very well. One of the top songs on that was, of course, "If I Had a Hedge Fund, I'd be hedging in the morning, I'd be hedging in the evening." And of course, "This land is my land, no, it's not your land. We'll send you back through Ellis Island, across a border, back to your poor little land. Oh, this land's just for me, it's not for you." But the real breakout hit from the album was this song. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Just 'cause I came out on top don't mean that I'm the one to blame. Just because my life has been a stunning winning streak and you're a well-intentioned loser, predictable and weak, a freak. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I've got the money, so those pretty girls, they're calling out my name. You're angry, you got nothing, playing by the rules, but the game you playing's been designed for fools. I started out by dealing meth, coke and tons of crack. Clientele was super loyal, they'd use the stuff and hurry back. If someone started tweaking, tried to give me flack, I got skills, got my cash. Sometimes some heads got cracked, maybe somebody got whacked. Then I sold guns, rocket launchers, bombs and mines and tanks, quality munitions, no dummies, duds, or blanks. I sold to rebels, dictators, and little kids. They all said thanks. Paid in cash and diamonds, and I trucked it to the bank. Don't hate the player, no, hate the game. Just 'cause I came out on top don't mean that I'm the one to blame. Just because my life has been a stunning winning streak and you're a well-intentioned loser, predictable and weak, a freak. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I've got the money, so those pretty girls, they're calling out my name. You're angry, you got nothing, playing by the rules, but the game you playing's been designed for fools. Then I sold slaves, quite a business, Muslim, Christian, Jew, women, men, and children, every shade and every hue. Business is just business, some folks win and others lose. Love an open market, if a buyer meets my asking price, well, how could I refuse? Dude, that would just be rude. Now I sell CDOs on Wall Street, life's much more refined, high-priced hookers, chauffeured limousines, expense account for wine, and when there are losses in the billions, problems never mind. Your taxes, they will bail me out and juice my bottom line. That arrangement worked just fine. Don't be a hater, 'cause you're a waiter or that gal who washes pots and pans and bowls. Don't be a hater, no, blame the creator, he made you a decent sort. Me without a soul, you know, I'm out of control. Don't hate the player, no, hate the game. It's dog eat dog, the wild, the mild, the dominant, the tame. My life's just a ball, I'm a winner. I take all, don't hate this player, no, hate the game. 2, 3, 4. Dog, chill, it's just a game. Earlier, I told that the girlfriend had broken up with me, and I was kind of devastated, and I had a new surgical procedure and had my feelings removed, and it was really good. Everything just got so much better after that, and I just began to see everything really clearly. And I wrote this song, Should Anyone Ever Break Up With Me Again. I have it all down now. Let's try that again. You say you've fallen out of love with me, wanna let go, wanna be free. You say you think that we should just be friends. Well, I think you're right, the time has come. So if you wanna call it quits, why, let's be friends, but friends with benefits. If I never see your folks again for the holidays, so be it then. And if we never have those kids, much better yet, no regrets. And when you find yourself a boyfriend, he might get jealous, maybe just a bit, 'cause we'll still be friends, friends with benefits. Why should we give up the only little thing that we could do so well together? Don't forget our large investment in rubber, lace, and leather. And though we may not be in love, we could still be hand in glove, the finest fit, oh, just like friends, friends with benefits. Oh, on the surface we're so hot, dig a little deeper, probably not. But even really shallow people need some friends, special friends. We'll have our fun, we'll hang and chill. If we go out, we'll split the bill that splits, just like friends, but friends with benefits. And you know your body speaks to me, so I can always tell you, see, just what you want before you even do. Oh, you. And I know when to be sweet, when to act like a total degenerate. So let's be friends, but friends with benefits. Why should we give up the only little thing that we could ever hope to get right? The only thing that we could ever do without World War III in sight, fight all night just because we're not in love. And soon I'll be your ex, but we could still be friends, really friendly, having, oh, such great sex, then more sex. So let's be friends, the best of friends with benefits. Don't give up those benefits, friends. Thank you. I'm going to take a moment to move over to the keyboard. One of the things that I admire greatly about my country is that we're not afraid to mix it up with others. And even before we may have all the evidence needed to make decisions, we step in where others may fear to tread. And I'm really a great admirer of the drone program, and I'm looking forward in the future to exercising my own Second Amendment rights with my own home-based drone program. And it's in that spirit of patriotism that I wrote the next song. I've tried to learn from our leaders, from our august heads of state, and apply the lessons that I've learned to matters small and great, and in my humble way adopt their patriotic principles. They've kept this great country strong. We're just about invincible. Preemptive strike, my gutsy evidence. Preemptive strike, it's really self-defense. It makes it sense. You're just too dense if you think we can wait until we know. Just too late. Check and mate. Projector power, be decisive. Show a plum. Any other course of action would be dumb, dumb, dumb. Best defense is often, so stop sucking on your thumb. My wife seemed way too quiet. What's a man to think? Was she about to leave me? Was she teetering on the brink? I couldn't risk she'd make the move, not something I'd like. Clear I had no choice. Preemptive strike, my gutsy evidence. Preemptive strike, it's clearly self-defense. It makes no sense. You're just too dense if you think we can wait until we know. Just too late. Check and mate. Projector power, be decisive. Show a plum. Any other course of action would be dumb, dumb, dumb. Best defense is often, so stop sucking on your thumb. My neighbor can be nosy. I saw him near my house. Could it be he'd seen me bury my wife's little blood-stained blouse? Now what if he had called the cops? That's not something I'd like. Clear I had no choice. Preemptive strike, my gutsy evidence. Preemptive strike, clearly self-defense. It makes no sense. You're just too dense if you think we can wait until we know. Just too late. Check and mate. Projector power, be decisive. Show a plum. Any other course of action would be dumb, dumb, dumb. Best defense is often, so stop sucking on your thumb. When my boss, she looked my way, I thought I saw her frown. Combine that with the fact that my sales figures had been down. She said there might be layoffs, that's not something that I'd like. It's clear I had no choice. Preemptive strike, my gutsy evidence. Preemptive strike, it's clearly self-defense. It makes no sense. You're just too dense if you think we can wait until we know. Just too late. Check and mate. Projector power, be decisive. Show a plum. Any other course of action would be dumb, dumb, dumb. Best defense is often, so stop sucking on your thumb. My cellmate was a little odd. Sometimes I'd see him smile. In here you just can't take a chance. Besides, it's not my style. To put it bluntly, he's a criminal. Not something I like. It's clear I had no choice. Preemptive strike, my gutsy evidence. Preemptive strike, it's clearly self-defense. It makes no sense. You're just too dense if you think we can wait until we know. Just too late. Check and mate. Projector power, be decisive. Show a plum. Any other course of action would be dumb, dumb, dumb. Best defense is often, so stop sucking on your thumb. The warden says I'll be here for at least 600 years. While not everything has gone my way, I've no regrets, no tears. I'll study religion and philosophy, Augustinian and Confucian. But I'll stick to my guns, I'll stay the course. My doctrine's solid Bushian. Preemptive strike, my gutsy evidence. Preemptive strike, it's clearly self-defense. It makes no sense. You're just too dense if you think we can wait until we know. Just too late. Check and mate. Projector power, be decisive. Show a plum. Any other course of action would be dumb, dumb, dumb. Best defense is often, so stop sucking on your thumb. Hamlet was a loser and Rambo he always, yes, he always won. He won. This is the Second Amendment part of the show, and it's very difficult to think about guns without thinking about children and how cute they look holding them and caressing them and loading them and, of course, firing them. And it's very clear that this is a very wealthy country, but it's a point of great sadness that many children can't afford their own firearm. So I started the Arm the Children Foundation, and I've written our anthem, which I hope you'll help me sing. So it's a bit of a call and response. I'll sing Arm the Children, and you will all sing Arm the Children. Good, good. Then I'll sing some other random stuff, and I'll sing Arm the Children, and you will all sing. That's good. That's good. We're getting better. We're getting better. And then I'll sing something else, and then we'll sing the final line together. When each child is armed, we'll know nothing but peace. So let's try that together. When each child is armed, we'll know nothing but peace. When each child is armed, we'll know nothing but peace. When each child is armed, we'll know nothing but peace. I see some policemen about to enter. Okay, so let's try this with the music now. Arm the children, arm the children. They'll be so much safer packing some heat, packing a peace. Arm the children, yours. They don't stand a chance against bullies, kidnappers, gangbangers, priests. When each child is armed, when each child is armed, we'll know nothing but peace. Childhood is precious, it's sacred. We must do all we can for our dear little ones. Oh, my heart feels full, overflowing, whenever I see a small child with a gun. Arm the children, arm the children. Be so much safer, packing some heat, packing a peace. Arm the children, arm the children. Don't stand a chance against bullies, kidnappers, gangbangers, priests. When each child is armed, we'll know nothing but peace. When each child is armed, we'll know nothing but peace. We'll teach them to shoot when they're babies, on kittens and puppies, that's good for a start. When a sweet little child pulls a trigger, bullet speed to their target from an innocent heart. Violence surrounds us in all of our cities, way too much violence in our children's schools. If each kid had a gun, peace would abound, and if each child had two, why perfection would rule. Arm the children, arm the children. Be so much safer, packing some heat, packing a peace. Arm the children, arm the children. Don't stand a chance against bullies, kidnappers, gangbangers, priests. When each child is armed, when each child is armed, we'll know nothing but peace. Child soldiers in much poorer countries, oh, they're armed to the teeth, no longer afraid. Where's our pride? Little hands here go empty. Let's fill them with Uzis and shrapnel grenades. Little boys running round, they're laughing and playing. Sun shining bright, everything's fine. Little girls all in pigtails, laughing and playing. Boys with their AKs, the girls with Glock 9s. Arm the children, arm the children. Be so much safer, packing some heat, packing a peace. Arm the children, arm the children. Don't stand a chance against bullies, kidnappers, gangbangers, priests. Watch out for the priests. When each child is armed, we'll know nothing but peace. All we are saying is give guns a chance. So let's arm those kids. Thank you, thank you. That was touching. I'm moved. Well, you know, part of my whole thing is serving underserved populations, and there's some people who have really very difficult lives who start with nothing and try and make something of themselves, like kidnappers. And, you know, when you kidnap a small child, they cry, and it's risky. It's a very difficult route. And it may surprise you, but many kidnappers, they don't have particularly good parenting skills. And so when they grab the baby, they take it, and the baby's crying, wants its mother. They get it back to the safe house. It's still crying, waiting for a phone call, waiting for the ransom. The child's crying. So I thought I would step in here and try to help those kidnappers out by writing them a lullaby called The Kidnapper's Lullaby. Go to sleep, stop crying, little baby. It's annoying, go to sleep. I've gotta get some rest. Go to sleep, your life it's pretty easy. Cut the ball and go to sleep. You're acting like a pest. This old world is most times cruel. Nice is rare, yeah, means the rule. I'll put some liquor in your bottle. That gently works for me. Now you better settle down. I'm on a count to 3. Go to sleep. I don't want to have to hurt you, little baby. Go to sleep. No one likes a baby when they cry. Go to sleep. I don't want to have to hurt you, little baby. Go to sleep. No one likes a baby when they cry. No one likes a baby when they cry. For the last couple tunes of the set, I'm going to bring out the David Brody Big Band, and by that, of course, I mean some pre-recorded tracks on my iPad. And you can see that I'm really all about broadening my fan base. I have the 1%, the hip-hop crew, the kidnappers, and I didn't want anyone to think that I wasn't craven enough to shamelessly pander to the Hispanics, and I have done that by writing this song. These demographic changes can't be glossed over. Long ago, I should have crossed over. From Maine to Plains to Aspen to Encino, this country's menos Anglo, mas Latino. Got to adapt, make some changes to survive, to stay alive, hope to thrive, hope la gente all will sympathize. My pale-skinned audience is just about to vanish. Gotta shamelessly cook up some songs in Spanish. And since my language skills are nil, I'll crib my lines from fast food menus, famous songs, and airport signs. Entrada, salida, propina incluida. La vida loca es una fiesta. Baila, baila. Now I need a siesta. Muchas gracias, muchachones. Huevos fritos con cojones. Oh yeah, muchos cojones. As they say in old Iberico, Guantanamera, papel higiénico, Guajira. Now I think I've got that Latin feeling. Ba 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 da ba da ba da ba dum. On the Dia de los Muertos, I say hola to la muerte. My skull is wishing yours a buena suerte. Pero amiga, porque tienes un machete para continuar en español o prima siete. We'll mix it up, comer tapas in Chiapas, enchilada in Granada, in Medellin, just cocaine. For our souls will feast on moros y cristianos, with our amigos colombianos y cubanos, dominicanos, peruanos, bolivianos, sin dejar. Los mexicanos todos cantan siempre, entrada, salida, oye, mira, propina incluida, la vida loca es una fiesta, baila, baila. Now I need that siesta. Soy un hombre sincero, but I'm so hard up for dinero. So to make my plan operational, get to the playa, get a tan. Sensational. El más importante para mí ahora mismo, got to project some Latino machismo. An aura of caliente is key, so that la gente will buy my CD. Suplico por favor, compra mi CD. As they say in old Iberico, hasta la vista, papel higiénico, guajira. Thank you, thank you. You know, as many of you know, I'm also a professor at the UW. Many of you don't know, I have a joint appointment as chair of the Department of Foreign Accents. And the Department of Foreign Accents was started because kids nowadays, they just don't have time to learn the whole language. I mean, it's foreign, right? I mean, it's right there in the name. And so we've simplified the whole thing, and we now just teach the foreign accents. It's much more accessible. And, you know, in fairness, like kids coming up today, they don't have the time I did. They have a lot of obligations, like to Tumblr and Twitter and Facebook and sexting. And, in fact, in the School of Art, kids do great work in that regard because they're all up on lighting and composition and color. But I digress. In one of my courses, I found that using music as a way of teaching is a very good modality, as we say, because the kids can just plug in their earphones and their earbuds, and they don't have to bother with books, which is a blessing. This is a song I do for my course, Russian Accent 101. This song about Grigory Efimovich, also called Rasputin, his life so big, dramatic, large, that much, of course, there's no disputing. He gained power, he was feared. Some say he just crazy weird. Piercing eyes, tangled beard, in photo he looked brooding. Yeah, товарищ, да, photo he looked brooding. This monk with healing powers cures sick young Prince Alexei. Tsarina think he real smart man. Some say she find him very sexy. Though his life would be cut short with Tsarina's full support, he dominate the life at court. Tyrannosaurus Rexy. Yeah, товарищ, да, Tyrannosaurus Rexy. This monk had a philosophy, not at all pastoral. He claimed grace of God you find through drunken orgies, sex both straight and oral. Then you feel remorse and shame, kneel and cry the good Lord's name. I'm wretched sinner, you proclaim. Some say he just immoral. Yeah, товарищ, да. Some say he's just immoral. Chiodnie Gusheva want to do him in. A prostitute who come to God, renounce her life of carnal sin. With sharpest knife she stabbed and cut open poor Rasputin got. His luck held out at least somewhat. Surgeon save his skin. Oh yeah, товарищ, да. Surgeon save his skin. Some nobles want to kill him, monk could read him au revoir. They give him poison, wine and cake, he eat and drink, they think voila, soon he die, but no, he's fine, so they shoot him as he died, dump his body double time in the river called Neva. Oh yeah, yeah, the river called Neva. So here we end the story of that mad monk Rasputin. His life so big, dramatic, large, that much of course there's no disputing. But if a monk does not stay clear of sex, he risks his whole career. Some might say he volunteered for poisoning and shooting. Yeah, yeah, the barista, poisoning and shooting. Thank you, thank you. I'd like to end the first set with this next song, and I wouldn't be pandering properly if I didn't pander to the largest potential fan base in the world, the Chinese, of course, because if I could sell one iTunes download to every man, woman in China, I would be clearly among my own people, the 1%, and securely there. And this won't be easy because, of course, there's a lot of distrust and ill feeling between the Chinese and the Americans. But I think there's one thing that we can all agree on, and that's dumplings are delicious. And it really helps to humanize your adversary if you can think about them eating a dumpling. It puts a face on the person. It may be a chubby face with some jiangyou or soy sauce dripping down their chin, but it really does help to humanize them, thinking about their dumpling self. And so in my bit of dumpling diplomacy, you're all going to have to, it will be helpful for you who don't speak Chinese to learn a couple words. And of course, being a professor, I made some flashcards, and there will be a test during intermission. So, and actually we have two types of characters for the Chinese. We have, it's kind of like Coca-Cola. They have the classic and they have the diet. The diet ones where they've removed all the very heavy strokes that you don't necessarily want, right? So please read along. If there's anyone here from Hong Kong, please don't read. You'll just confuse everybody else. Yeah. So everyone, what is this? What are these characters? Shui Jiao. Good. And that would be, everyone, all of our American friends could read this too. Shui Jiao. Okay? Boiled dumplings. And over here, what do we have? Xiao Mai, right? For our American friends, Xiao Mai, right? These are all the words you need. And this, my favorite, Xiao Long Bao, right? Xiao Long Bao, the soup dumplings, those are the ones that have a little bit of soup inside the dumpling itself. Oh, here's our most basic. Jiaozi, our dumpling. And this is a very important word. Sure. Shar. Oh, our Beijing Ren over here. Our Beijing Ren over here with the authentic Arhua. Thank you. And yes, our shar is our dumpling filling, and you will hear this word repeatedly in this song. You've now been prepared. Oh, I have to change a setting here. Dumplings, y'all. Dumplings, y'all. Dumplings, y'all. Where is my dumplings, y'all? Dumplings, y'all. Where is my dumplings? Shui Jiao Xiao Mai Xiao Long Bao. Dumpling,
I want my jiao.
I long for a long jiao, they serve it up now.
Dumpling, I want some sweet.
I want that jiao yo to my tia wei liao.
Dumpling,
where is that jiao zu? Xiao Jie, hit me with some Xiao Long Bao now. Xin Qi a dude yaoi pan shui jiao, yo mei you shu bu shu. Where is my dumpling? Wo de shui jiao zanar. Now where is it pier and where is it xiao? Shui jiao xiao my Xiao Long Bao.
dumpling, I want my jiao.
I long for a long jiao, they serve it up now.
Dumpling, I want some sweet.
I want that jiao yo to my tia wei liao.
Dumpling,
where is that jiao zu? Xiao Jie, hit me with some Xiao Long Bao. My long now is Kong de Chibao du Zida. Sit back and relax, chill out, Isha. How chu, get wo zai da. Now I'm ready to order zai ba. Shui jiao xiao, my Xiao Long Bao.
dumpling, I want my jiao.
I long for a long jiao, just serve it up now.
Dumpling, I want some sweet.
I want that jiao yo to my tia wei liao.
Dumpling, where is that jiao zu?
Xiao Jie, hit me with some Xiao Long Bao. Xiao Jie, baby, hit me with some Xiao Long Bao. Tang Hun Tang Xiao Xi Xiao. We'll be back in a bit.
Tommy takes the corner, takes the night too fast.